What's up, everybody? Bearded Gentleman here. Just wanted to make a follow-up to the video that I posted last week that has absolutely blown me away with the response. I'm just a random guy who has a YouTube channel that when I feel like putting up a video, I do, and whatever I feel like making a video about, I just do whatever I want. So when I when I checked my notifications last night and I was like, oh, I've been getting some comments on that last video. I want to go into and start responding to people. I love interacting. When I clicked on it and I realized I had 42,000 views on the video and over 1,000 comments, I was a bit speechless. I was pretty blown away. It has now gone up even higher. It's over almost 63,000 views as of the time I'm recording this, almost 1,500 comments. All I can say is from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for all the positive vibes and support from all those comments. About 98, 99%, I feel like was positive. You know, there's a few snide little comments in there, but the vast majority was people from other fan bases, people from other places, all just sending good vibes, and I appreciate that. But anyways, wanted to make a quick follow-up video here on it. Try to not make it quite as long. I'm squeezing myself into my dad's jersey for this one tonight. He was a little smaller than me, so this one's a little snug. We won't go into that, but had to wear this one tonight. Tonight was the final game in this version of the Arizona Coyotes and the NHL in Arizona. And it was definitely a bittersweet night. I did watch most of the game. I did work through most of the game, but I was able to kind of keep one eye on it with the volume off. And then I did tune in for the final few minutes, and not going to lie, it was pretty emotional. Definitely, you know, at the end of the game, and then in the few hours since then, I've definitely had some good cries. There's been some things that I've seen on social media. There was a cartoon that I saw that was from somebody on Twitter named Wendelin Lambchop. I will put it up here on the screen. All credit goes to that person. It was a little hand drawing, hand cartoon that when I saw it, oh man, it just punched me right in the stomach and hit me right in the heart and twisted the knife all over again. It's a very awesome cartoon. And then also Todd Walsh, commentator, pregame, postgame host for the Coyotes since they started in 1996. He started on radio and he was also on TV as well. He had a cool little thing right at the end of the broadcast tonight. That clip is going around on social media right now. It's about 5 minutes long. I strongly encourage you watch that. So this version of the Arizona Coyotes is over. They did go out with a win tonight, beat Edmonton 5-2. Dylan Guenther scored a goal. Of course, Guenther's going to be amazing. Yeah, it's Lawson Krause, the longest tenured Coyote. He got a goal, of course, because why wouldn't he? This team, if there's one thing that I could ask, especially those of you guys in Salt Lake City, and God forbid Ryan Smith ever sees this, please don't mess this team up. Please don't take it apart and think you're gonna, you know, you can trade off, you know, some of these pieces and you know, fast forward the, you know, the contention window of this team. This team's going to be good. Give it another year or two, and this team is going to be incredibly good. Keep it together. I went through a bunch of the names last video, but these kids, man, you guys got a whale of a team heading your way in Salt Lake City next year. In terms of what's up next, so short term here in the Valley, the biggest, obviously the announcement's going to come here within the next 24 to 48 hours. The official announcement, some say it's going to be Thursday afternoon. I'm recording this really late Wednesday night. Some say it might be Friday when the official announcement's made, but we're in the last 24 to 48 hours of this. And then Ryan Smith will take this franchise, and they'll be on their way heading up I-17 and Highway 89 up to Utah. And in terms of short term here in the Valley, the biggest concern that I have had is for youth hockey and some of these up and coming programs that is developing the next generation of hockey fans here in the Valley. From what I understand, there are definitely moves being made to secure a lot of that. Lindsey Fry, who's with the Arizona Coyotes, which I believe is a women's or girls hockey group. She said tonight that there's been some stuff secured for them, so they are going to be good to go here moving forward, at least kind of in the short term. Things are looking good for their future. Um, Craig Morgan announced on PHNX that there is also going to be something coming probably on Monday that's going to have some pretty big involvement in terms of youth hockey here in the Valley, keeping stuff like that going and keeping a big push to keep that development and that connection with the community going. I will say what I personally hope is that there's some sort of connection, and I know a lot of them already do this, but there are a lot of retired NHL players and especially retired players from the Coyotes who, after their retirement, they come here to Phoenix. They live here year round. And so I hope that there's some opportunity to have those people become more intimately involved in youth hockey programs. Let there be some sort of NHL connection to these youth programs still. It's very widely known. Austin Matthews fell in love with hockey because he watched the Phoenix Coyotes, and his favorite player when he was younger was Shane Doan. That's what inspired him to be a hockey player. So that's your leading goal scorer in the NHL saying that he learned and he picked up hockey. He fell in love with hockey here in Phoenix because he saw NHL players and saw NHL games. That's why this is so important. So hopefully those programs can be secured here moving forward. In the very short term, we do still have a team here in Arizona that is still playing, the Tucson Roadrunners. Their future is kind of been in question a little bit. Are they going to stay in Tucson? Are they going to move to Tempe and move into Mullet? Are they just going to leave completely? Supposedly, Alex Morello is keeping ownership of the Roadrunners moving forward, so exactly what happens with them remains to be seen. However, what I will say is Saturday night is their season finale, regular season finale. I will be there. I am taking the drive down to Tucson, taking my girlfriend down there. She's never been to a hockey game. It was on our list to definitely get her to a game. I already had plans looking at for taking her next year to a Coyotes game. Obviously, that is out the window. But while the Roadrunners situation, because it's also kind of up in the air for next year, we're going to make the drive down and we're going to go Saturday night to the Roadrunners game. They're about to go into the playoffs, the Calder Cup playoffs. They are also going to be getting Dylan Gunther, Josh Doan, and I believe Kesselring. They're going to be getting some of their NHL players, the people who have been called up to the Coyotes during the season this year. They are going to be sent back down to Tucson to participate in the playoffs. I got my fingers crossed that they might even suit up for Saturday night. Fingers crossed. I would love an opportunity to see Gunther and Doan especially. So Saturday night, I will be at the Roadrunners game in Tucson. I'm also going to be going to the PHNX crew. They're hosting a get-together at, I believe it's Illegal Pete's down in Tucson on Saturday afternoon. I'm going to be there for sure as well. So honestly, I didn't think I'd be saying this, but since apparently 60,000 people have seen my video about the Coyotes, if you happen to see me, say hello, I guess. I guess I'm famous now. I don't know. I've never had a video do this before. So I don't know what to do with my fame and fortune here, apparently. But if you see me, say hello. It's always fun to chat hockey with people, and knowing that there's definitely a hockey culture around. We may not be as big as, like a place like Toronto or, most Canadian places, but there's a hockey culture here. There really is. There's more than you'd think. So say hello if you see me on Saturday afternoon. In terms of the future of the Coyotes in the NHL coming back to the Valley, Alex Morello still seems to be indicating that he's going to be showing up at the land auction on June 27th. His completely tone deaf son, who thinks he's having so much fun on social media running the Coyotes social media channels, decided to put out right after the game tonight something like, see you guys on June 27th. Next time we'll see you guys. Like completely ignoring the fact that literally everyone wants them to fuck off out of the state of Arizona right now. So anyways, yeah, they're allegedly still going to be going forward with that. We will see. June 27th is the auction date. And if indeed he shows up and if he bids on it and he is the winning bidder, he's got 30 days and he's got to pony up whatever the winning amount is. And that will be the point where we will really know how serious he is. I will say this: if he genuinely wants to bring the Coyotes back and he wants to maintain, he wants to be the one responsible in that, he's got a lot of work to do to reconnect with the people here in the Valley. He's burned so many bridges. He's got so many people who can't stand him, who feel betrayed on him, feel like he's completely pulled the rug out from underneath us. There is no faith in him right now. I never thought that I would say this, but he has claimed the title. He has taken the title of worst franchise owner in Phoenix history away from Robert Sarver, former disgraced owner of the Phoenix Suns. I never thought I would say those words, but somebody's taken the title from Sarver. Yeah, I don't know how that's gone down. We'll see what happens there. I will say that I personally, the sooner he can be out of the picture and known for a fact, okay, he's done, his time is done, his opportunity is done, the sooner we can work on getting a new group together to bring expansion back to the Valley. My personal hope is that in somehow, some way, Shane Doan is involved. That is about the only person I can think of here in the Valley who could have an instantaneous positive reaction with not only all the fans here, but also all the local municipalities. If Shane Doan shows up at a Scottsdale City Council meeting and says, hey, I'd like to work with you, let's figure something out, he's going to be on way good graces compared to Alex Morello. So that would be my goal, is that Doan is involved somehow. Now, I have heard a couple of things that I do want to give quick clarification on, just so people know. There's a lot of talk about Matt Ishbia, owner of the Phoenix Suns. I don't mind him being involved. I would like to see that. However, there are some things people need to keep in mind. First of all, the arena in downtown Phoenix. That arena was not built for hockey. That arena was built for basketball. When the Coyotes played there in the 90s, one entire end of seating had to be cut away and pushed away in order for the hockey rink to fit. And so you would have to basically, if you wanted to do it right as a long-term solution, you would have to demolish the entire lower bowl of the arena and reconfigure the entire thing to even try to fit a hockey rink in there. And even then, it's going to be tight and it's going to be weirdly shaped. The problem with that is maybe 5 years ago with Sarver, the city of Phoenix just put $200 million into a renovation of the arena, which included a lot of work on the lower bowl, which from what I understand made it even more difficult to put a hockey rink in the arena. The other thing, people said, well, what if Ishbia buys he owns the Suns. What if he brings the rights to the Coyotes back and he builds arena for both of them to play in? As part of that contract, when they did the renovations on Footprint Center 5 years ago, it locked the Suns into an extended lease that goes through, I believe, 2037. There may be some opt-out options earlier than that, but it's at least 10 years down the road that the Suns are locked in to playing at Footprint Center still in downtown Phoenix. So it's not like he can build, Ishbia could, go get with the Salt River tribe, who has land that's already designated and available to build an arena on. It's ready to go. If he were to partner with the Salt River community over near Talking Stick Resort, if you're familiar with the Valley at all, right off the 101 in Indian Bendish, there's land there that can have an arena put on it right away. But the Suns aren't going to move there for at least 10 years, 10 to 15 years because of the contract they're in. So that makes that difficult. Ishbia could be involved, but it would have to be two separate facilities. Also, I believe there's also restrictions that the city of Phoenix, because it owns Footprint Center, cannot also offer financial assistance to any competing facilities within the city of Phoenix. That may be a challenge with Morello's plan to build the arena in North Scottsdale. We'll see. I am not a reporter on this. I'm just picking up on what I'm reading online. So please don't come to me as a source. Oh, well, I heard this guy on YouTube say it. Trust me, I am a nobody. I'm just a rando on the internet, just picking up what I have read from random people. So anyways, the video is running about 15 minutes here. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Once again, I do appreciate all the love and support from everybody. It's been overwhelming and incredible. Really do appreciate it. Again, if you do see me on Saturday down in Tucson, don't hesitate to say hello. Always enjoy seeing fellow hockey fans. In terms of what's next for me with professional hockey, with the NHL, the wound is way too fresh. I know in the last video I said I was probably done. I don't know. I feel like I love hockey too much to completely give up on the entire sport just because this situation has happened with my team, which has happened because of incompetent ownership. I feel like I can't throw it away. So will I try to find a new team? I don't know. I will say that I've always wanted to go check out a Golden Knights game in Vegas because of the arena and the atmosphere and the environment and the show that they put on. Something I have always wanted to do. Maybe I'll try to see about fitting that in there. I don't know if I'm saying I'll be a Golden Knights fan, but I do want to experience that arena. So I don't know. We'll see what the future holds. Anyways, I'm just going to wrap it up here. Thank you again so much for all the positive vibes, all the great comments. I cannot even begin to try to respond to all of them. It's been incredible and overwhelming. Like I said, I might usually get a couple dozen views on a video, not 63,000. So a little overwhelming, but if this one catches on and gets some more traction and there's more things to talk about with the Coyotes or anything like that, yeah, maybe I'll make another video. Maybe we'll kind of keep this dialogue going here. You guys seem to enjoy my content here. So with that, once again, thanks for all the love. Thanks for the support. And we'll see you in the next video. And maybe we'll see you Saturday in Tucson. Later.